turning up. There are certain times where you should let things go through the keeper, and other times where you see something where you just look at it and say, well, it's a load of rubbish. In fact, it's a pack of lies. In this case, it's Mr. Jonah Weinhofen's statements about the shearing industry, about the sheep industry, sheep and wool industry, an industry that I grew up in, an industry that I was talking to shearers yesterday, and shearers who feel completely insulted by what Mr. Weinhofen is alleging. Mr. Weinhofen has turned up with a prop and basically said it was a sheep and completely disparaged the whole of the shearing industry, an industry which is our third largest rural export, worth about $2.8 billion a year, an industry which supports about 25,000 farming families, an industry which underpinned the economic growth and development of our nation. Now, if we just go to Mr. Weinhofen, living in vegan splendour at the moment in California, and take his form of life to its logical extent, well, they don't believe in the wool industry, so everybody at this press conference can take off everything that's made of wool, and that's looking around a fair bit. And whilst you're at it, don't think you're going to reside in cotton, because they don't like genetic modification, and 99% of the Australian cotton cropping up is now genetically modified, so you can remove all your cotton apparel. And if you think you're going to keep your oil-based synthetics, well, they don't believe in global warming, or they want to stop global warming, they don't want the extraction of oil. So it's going to be a pretty interesting press conference that we have here as we all stand absolutely starkus. And that's their aspiration. They also believe in a vegan lifestyle, so I don't quite know how that works. There's only certain areas where you can grow certain crops, and that would, to be honest, if we go back to living as content hunters and gatherers on the forest floor, bare butt naked, I don't think that is the idea of a successful economy. They never actually offer any alternate way that the 25,000 farming families will actually earn $1. And these people who have been doing it so tough for so long, and now we're starting to get a better return, deserve a bit of respect. And the first form of respect that they should get is that people shouldn't lie and make allegations which are just completely and utterly false. And it's no more truthful, the allegation he makes, than the prop he was holding, which was not wool. It was a lie. And so I think it's incumbent upon me, after talking to shearers on the weekend, that they want something said about this. They're sick of just having their noses rubbed in it by someone living resplendent in their vegan wonderland in California.
This was a marketing exercise by an organisation renowned for marketing exercises. Aren't you simply giving them the oxygen they want by commenting? No,
I think it's time on some of these things that you push back. And you push back by taking their cause and showing to people exactly what the world looks like if you follow their path. These people, I saw one lately that was talking about that they didn't want to, they wanted a vegan lifestyle, and they didn't want anybody to be having meat at their concert. But I saw a lot of people who were turning up with leather shoes and leather belts. I don't know what they thought they did with them. Maybe they borrowed them off the beast.
How could they? Weren't the concerns mainly about the US farming sector rather than the Australian one?
No, they talk about the Australian one. If you go to the websites, they refer all the Australian farming sector. And as I said, this is our third largest export. There's large sections of our Australian rural-based economy which would be inoperable without a wool industry. And if you take all the other things that they believe in, they don't believe in the treatment of fly strike with mulesing, they don't believe in shearing, they don't believe in the castration of animals, so you'd have a whole heap, I know every year would have one ram, or you'd have 1 year with 500 ewes with 5 rams and a lot of other frustrated rams. Everything they do is not based on a premise of logic, it's not based with any knowledge of the industry, it's not based with any empathy for the people that's in it. And obviously it's a cloud cuckoo land world that they want to take us to.
Minister Joy